Are you having issues transferring Sims to households, particularly new households? If so, you're not alone. Hello, my name is Jennifer and welcome to my Sims 4 information video. Since the October 22nd update, there is a new bug that makes it impossible for most people to move Sims into a new household at the Manage World level. So here's a screenshot of the bug report and you can see the Me Too count is quite high. And essentially the transfer button in Manage Household is grayed out and then you have a little message that says transferring is not allowed. I'll show an example of it here now that we've seen the bug report. So we're going to go into this household and then you're going to check the Manage Household option. We're going to do the transfer Sims between households. We can transfer to an existing household. That isn't the issue at the Manage Worlds level. And we have the option to create a new household. That is still working. But if we were to select a Sim who is eligible to move out, and for the fun of it, even give some money over here to show that that's not the problem, it's grayed out. Usually it would not gray out when you select a Sim and it says transferring is not allowed. However, if we take another household, just grab this one as a random one and do this, you can see that I have the option to transfer Sims. So you can move them into an existing household at the Manage Worlds level, but you cannot move them into a new household, even though you could create that new household, but the new household is not usable. So we're going to go out of there. So there are a few workarounds for this issue. One is that you can create a new household of one Sim from live mode by having a teen or older split into a new household. There is an issue for some people, but for most that would work. The other is to move your Sims into an existing household and either move out the Sims to another household or delete the original Sims. And you can create that new household by grabbing a household that's already in your save, or you can create a new household by getting someone from the gallery or the library. We're going to show that in action, but first we're going to go through the first option by going into this household right here. So you're going to select the household and then you're going to hit play. So we're here in live mode. This is actually my Reaper's Reward household, and we're going to take our teen, because teens can move out. And the option is in two places. It's on the phone here under travel. And then you can see the split from household and move, which is the one that we want if you're going to split from the household. It is also on a computer. And there you're going to go under household. And then again, you're going to choose the split from household and move. Now I'm just going to do it directly on the Sim because it's quicker, because if you do it on the computer, they usually go over to the computer to do it, whereas the phone is on the Sim. So we're going to split from household and move and see how that is working. So you can see that he is in a new household, and then I would need to transfer some money over for him to have some, otherwise he would have nothing. But if I say I wanted to transfer his niece over, you can see that transferring is not allowed is also an issue, and that's why it can only be a household of one Sim. So if you want to move more than one Sim, you would have to do the initial setting it up with one Sim from live mode and then go to Manage Worlds and move the rest of the other Sims. Obviously not all of them, because they can still move, they just can't split. That's the issue. Now this particular method won't work for everyone because there's actually another bug which I'll show here on the screen. So it dates back to 2021 but became more common after the July 23rd, 2024 update. When you're unable to do this method, you're going to get a last exception to do with knowing the career. If you use mods, there is a bug fix mod for the bug with transferring from live mode, this one right here. So it's on CurseForge and it's by Whoa, Look at the Sun. I haven't actually seen a bug fix mod for the creating a new household from Manage Worlds or the not transferring. The transferring is not allowed issue in either of these cases when you're trying to put them into a new household. But like I said, I don't have the issue where I can't split from the household at live mode. Luckily, at least not with this. I think it's like a per save because the issue would be to do with this no career issue. So I could have it in some other saves. I just don't happen to have it here. If I selected the check mark, it would then take me out to the world and I would choose a lot or say no, and it would just leave them out. But we're not actually going to do this method right here. We're going to go back to manage worlds to see the other workaround. So of course from that, it's up here or F5 when you're in lib mode. And I'm just going to go to manage worlds. So as I mentioned previously, this second workaround involves moving the Sims you want to move out into another household. So you can either use an existing household, either with a Sim you don't mind deleting or later moving that Sim to another household, or you can create a new household with a random Sim from the gallery or your own library. So we're going to do the latter. So we're going to open up the gallery. I'm going to just take this single Sim here. And I'm going to place the household. And I'm just going to place them here and confirm that they're moving. They had 20,000. The lot cost 2,500. So, you know, that part's gone. So now I have my new household per se. And I could go into any of the households, but we're going to continue with the household we were using and go more. We're going to back to the manage household, and this time we're still going to do transfer Sims between households. But now we're going to grab this new household and grab our teen and his niece and move them out and give them the 50,000 that I was wanting to give, or I might want to give less, whatever. So there we go. There we have our new household. So what I could do is I could go in more and then manage household, and here you want to edit, add, or remove Sims from the household and create a Sim. I've seen people say that, oh, you use the CIS full edit mode cheat. You don't need to. You just do it from manage worlds and you can delete your Sims right away and you don't need to use any cheats. So here, now that we're here, we select him, we can delete the Sim. And yeah, we want to delete him. And then if you want to accept that, you're going to hit play. I'm not going to, but this would delete him. I'm going to exit. So we have him. So we're going to see the other way. So we're going to exit, create a Sim. And see, he's still there because I didn't accept the fact that I deleted him. So now the other way that we could move him out, and maybe if we don't want the extra 20,000 that he brought, we can transfer that with him. We go back to transfer Sims between households. And we're going to go to other households because, of course, even though we can create this new household, it still doesn't work. I'm going to pick someone not in the world. And we can have him move in there and take his 20,000 with him. And there you go. We have the money, which was a 50 less the value of the lot. And I'm not sure why we're creating a household with no funds. I don't know why we got that message. Let's check. Nope. It was just a random message. We didn't create a household with no. He's still here because he was on the lot. He will just disappear on his own. So there you have your household with your two Sims and the money that they should have had as opposed to the extra 20,000. But you could have just used the delete option from Manage Worlds. As you could see, it was an option. No cheats needed. The other thing to note is that when you move your Sim out, they should have all the things that they had in their inventory that they can use, which in this case is a lot because I've been playing with them for quite a while. So here is the older bug report with the issue with transferring from live mode that I didn't have. Not that I showed it, but I didn't have it. I don't have it with this save. I had tested before I did this. This is affecting more players since the July 23rd game update than it had before the update. It has had over 600 players add a Me Too to it as of the current date. And I actually have a screenshot I got shortly after the July 23rd update. And at that point, the Me Too count was only 185. So it's definitely gone up quite a bit since that time. However, it's not growing nearly as fast as the new bug since the October 22nd update, which I'll show again here. I expect it's affecting most players as the Me Too count on that is over 1,000 players and it's climbing, as you can see here, and it's only been 2 weeks since that update. So I will link to both bug reports below Don't forget to add your own Me Too to the reports that have affected you, and I'll also add a link to the bug fix mod for the older issue. Have you had either or both of these bugs affect you? And if you did either of the suggested workarounds help? Or did you have something else you did that helped you? I'd love to know in a comment down below. But that's going to be it for this video. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!